There you have it, Frank. First round is complete. What are your thoughts, partner?
Rich, I think anyone inside the current top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly well placed to go on and take this championship.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Here at the TPC Scottsdale in Arizona, and Frank, when so many people tune in to watch this great event, they think immediately of the 16th hole with all of those fans jammed in. It's like Fenway Park inside the desert there, but it's much more than that little par 3, isn't it?
It certainly is more than that, Rich. The TPC Scottsdale is a great venue for a PGA Tour event. It's a blend of everything: birdie opportunities, holes that are fought by water, bunkering that's been changed. All in all, it's a great atmosphere with nearly 500,000 people that visit this during the tournament week.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
Headed in the right direction with that birdie.
Just sneaks into the top 10. It's a good move this week.
Now to the second par 3 on the front 9. This is the 7th hole.
Yeah, quite a stiff par 3 because of the narrowness in the front. Really favoring a higher shot that's going to land softly, and therefore you can open up that green, because the further back you go, the wider it gets.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. And with that birdie, moving into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
And we're starting to notice the name.
Now here at the par 4 8th, slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of 2 bunkers. This was a bunkerless hole off the tee in years gone by, but those 2 bunkers certainly make this a sharper dogleg. And because it forces the player to go down the right side, adds length to the already long 475 yards.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good birdie right there, Frank.
Oh, time to get another cup of coffee. Things are heating up.
Finishing out the front side now at the 9th. And Frank, what do you think of this par 4?
Nice way to finish the front 9, Rich. Very thin green, protected by that little splash bunker in the front. Iron players get a real advantage here. One bunker down the right side to be aware of off the tee, though. I doubt anybody could carry that.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Should be safely on deck.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Birdie putt coming up. At a par on this hole yesterday. Yet another birdie and on the march, 7 under for the tournament. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Cracked that one out there here at the 10th, and now he's put himself in a really good spot to get after this flagstick. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Birdie try up next. Lengthy putt here of 27 feet. This one has a good line.
Given the situation, Rich, things so tight at the top. Very, very good birdie.
That was huge right there. Still with a great chance to come away with this title. Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Set in the Sonoran Desert and surrounded by the majestic McDowell Mountains, we're at the stadium course at TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Loader alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action for today's event. Frank, when you think about the TPC Scottsdale, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
The golf course has been radically changed in 2014, but it still hasn't lost its luster. Really, it's just been updated like the game itself for these young, strong players of the modern era.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
was not a very good read right there. Shouldn't be a problem here. In for par. Frank, where's the difficulty here on the 7th hole, the par 3 of more than 200 yards?
Well, Rich, front hole locations are always probably the toughest here because that's the narrowest part of the green. Bunkering really hasn't changed, and the green still does widen up, but the hole tends to play slightly uphill.
Frank, it hit the green, but you just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
No way! He holed it, Frank.
Great pitch up.
This is a good hole, Frank, the par 4 8th.
Yet another dogleg left, Rich, on the front side. And it's a sharper dogleg now because they've put in 2 bunkers down the left side. It used to be a bailout area for the players in the past. You can't do that anymore. And I doubt anybody can fly it over that left one. It's nearly 330 yards to carry that in the air. Those 2 bunkers have forced the players to go out to the right, making that second shot a little bit longer now.
To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. This from 7 feet. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
Well, that sets up well for a chance at the green here at the 9th. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. This is a good-looking shot. Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Has his par. Now to the 10th hole. This a sharp dogleg to the right, Frank, a par 4.
A good way to start this second 9. Really, it requires a nice tee shot down the left. There's no real advantage to try and carry it over that bunker, the one that's situated on the corner. So if you respect it and go a little left of that, you're going to have something in the vicinity of 160, 150 yards left.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze. Oh, without a doubt, that will be on the highlight reel later tonight. Excellent shot. Frank, that front page of the